What's up, YouTube?
Yo,
And
what's
all
up?
podcast listeners, this is Joe
Hey.
and my friend Billy, Mr. Dr. Volting here for
Sup, y'all?
another episode of... Well, I'm now going blank.
Welcome to the Applink, guys.
Welcome to the Applink. There we go. Don't know
Well,
why I was thinking of Into the Brains.
yeah, because you have a
Oh
Yu-Gi-Oh
my
brain.
god.
Fair
And
enough.
you go, just...
Well, welcome to
But
episode
yes.
2. Welcome to episode
I thought you were gonna keep going.
Oh, God.
There we go.
Yeah, welcome to episode 2 of Welcome to the Applink with myself, Billy, and obviously Joe. And yeah, we are currently this is the Sunday straight after I say locals, regionals, but still regionals.
Store regionals up
So,
in the land of Wales.
yes,
Cardiff.
and also Paris regionals happened yesterday as well. So, and we
Yeah,
have some
we didn't
news
go
from
to
that.
that.
Unfortunately
Yeah,
not. So, yeah, welcome back to the
I'm
app
back.
link.
Thank you, everyone. So, we're going to be structuring this as we always do. We have our lovely top three, was it? No, it's Market Watch
Market
first,
Watch.
isn't it? Yes, I should put this in order, really. So, yeah, Market Watch, and then we're going to have our lovely top three. And then after that, we're going to be having our main topic of discussion, which is going to be our lovely experience up in Wales. And then we're going to be having our questions and answers, so we will get to enjoy and we get to listen and see what you guys have been posting down below. So, I think with that little intro done, I think we should get into our market watch, isn't it?
Definitely 100%.
And we're back with our market watch. So, as we usually do, we're going to be going in reverse order. So, our number 3 all the way up to our number 1. This can be for different reasons, whether it's the cards being recently revealed, new sets coming out, our personal favorites, what we think is doing well, what we think could be doing better, and or even if things are just dropping off. So, if a card used to be up and it's now going down. There's also that as well. So nice and surprising for everyone. So Billy, why don't you take us off? What's your number 3?
My number 3 for Market Watch, it's been fluctuating in price, but it's because it's also a very popular deck right now, is Magnamon from BT8.
Magnamon.
It has been fluctuating in price since the surge of using Magna X or even just going straight armor forms, so it's definitely a card to watch out for if you want to buy it. I would say get it while it's hot.
Yeah, no,
That is my number
completely
3
makes
pick.
sense. Magna's doing very well right now. It's obviously VMon. Everyone loves a good VMon. Yeah, completely understand. Yeah, good old oldie but goodie. My number 3 is a personal fave, obviously, and it's a Hero Manakawa from RB1. Yeah, Gamma's doing well now. It's finally doing well. So people are definitely picking it up, whether the new players coming to the archetype or people who didn't, or existing Gamma players. But yes, the normal art and the old art is literally, in terms of average numbers on card market, they're literally like 10 cents difference. So you're looking at about like 10 euros for either version. This is not including the upcoming reprint in the Bandai special edition box thing. I really want to get my hands on those.
Oh my
They're
god,
very
of
nice.
course you do.
Yes. But yes, if you want to pick up Gamma you need at least 2 copies of these in your deck. So yeah, definitely go around your local area, see if anyone has them. Maybe they might be able to get a good deal for you. But yeah, that's my number 3 pick is RB1 Hiro Manakawa.
Very nice as a number 3 pick. My
Good
number
cast.
2 pick for Market Watch is something that has definitely been fluctuating with all of the stuff from the newest set, is Galantmon Promo 186. This one has definitely fluctuated in price since the set's release, because when it first came out, it was hitting around about the
That's cool.
£20 mark, £22 mark, but it is shot down in price all the way down to about 11 to £15. So it's definitely a card to pick up. It's a good red-yellow card for the Gallantmon deck, but also might be able to go into others. I'm not too sure. I'm not really not attuned to
It's
Gallantmon like Joe,
definitely
but
it's definitely being used in Digimon now,
yeah.
so that might go up.
Alright.
Ah! And now she's gone.
A wild Zara appeared, but then she left.
Dun, dun, dun.
That is my number 2 pick for Market Watch.
Definitely. Galamon, that's a very good one. Yeah, it's definitely popping up. So while it's down, get them while they're toasting.
Yeah.
My number 2 pick is Omnimon Ace because Nokia deck is slowly getting revealed in the forms of just one single card being the Argumon. But with that Agumon being revealed, it actually supports not only the upcoming Nokia deck, but also the current Omnimon deck. So the different variants of Omnimon range from different average prices. You've got the standard art, which is like, about like £2. You've got the alt art from the same set. The first alt art being around 18 to 20. And then you've got obviously the Chase Ghostware at 320. Yeah, don't get
Ouch.
that.
I mean, if you have the money to
But
spare.
then, yeah, if you have the money to spare, like if you're roaming it, then yeah, cool, go for it. But and you got the premium Bandai, which is around average apparently like €12, and that's a nice one. It makes a whole collaged picture if you have all the cards in there.
Wow.
My personal favorite is still the standard alt art from Secret Crisis. But if you're looking to build the upcoming Nokia deck, if you're wanting to just pick up the Omnimon Jogress before those new supports come out, definitely grab Omnimon while you can. Omnimon Ace, specifically, yeah.
Very
So
nice as a
that's
second
my
pick.
second pick, Omnimon.
My third pick for Market Watch is Patamon BT14, the new artwork that we've just gotten from the promo packs
It's such a cute
from
artwork. I do
the
love it.
regionals. Now, it is such an amazing artwork, but what I found out, it is actually the cheapest artwork to go for out of that
Shut
Patamon
up.
line. This Patamon goes for about £1, the newest artwork. The
Ah,
normal artwork that was released in BT14 goes for about 3, and the alt art goes for about 11. This
ah.
is now the
Why
cheapest
aren't I getting
artwork
these?
because they're so easy to get a hold of because they're regional packs. So hence why I think it is the cheapest option. But it is, I see it, the best artwork. And it is the
Yeah, no, it's
cheapest.
adorable. It's so
So
cute.
it's definitely a
It's
card
so
to
cute.
look at picking up if you want to have. So if you've got a yellow based deck that has a vaccine in it, because it can only go into a vaccine trait. So any vaccine deck would love to play this Patamon. So if you want it, grab
Mm.
it. Grab the best artwork in my mind right now for only like £1. Or enter a store regionals near you, and you'll
Yes,
be able to
it's fun.
hopefully pull it and maybe get it on
Yeah,
discount from a friend. So that is
who
my
knows?
third
Who
and
knows?
final pick for Market Watch.
Perfect choice, perfect choice. I did not know it was that cheap. I might have to get my playset now. Um, so my number 1 pick is because of a new assembly machine Jamon got revealed, and with it, a lot of people are cooking with his on-play triggering effect, and one of them being BT7 Metal Greymon.
Ooh.
I saw a post on the Facebook where apparently it's shot up to like 18.
Oh
The old
wow.
art from
Oh, the
like
L.
5.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
old. It's old, and people was like, "Oh my god, I can trigger this with
It
Machine
now
Drum on."
slaps.
It's definitely picking up popularity. What I'm seeing on average card market is about €450 for the alt art, with the standard art still being like 2 cents. So
Very nice.
if you just want to get some copies just to have ready for when Assemble Machine Drum 1 comes into play, definitely just pick up some standard arts. You could probably get someone at your locals to just toss them to you for like a chocolate bar or something. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, if you want to bling it out, maybe pick them up now. before the set fully drops, and then they maybe go up in price if Machine Dramon starts doing well and it's in the deck somewhere. But yes, my number one pick is BT7 Next Adventure Metal Greymon.
Very nice. And that is done with our market watch.
Yes,
We will see you
so
all in the raising
well,
phase.
why don't we so overall, my so my picks were Hero from RB1, um, Omnimon Ace from BT BT17, and then Metal Greymon from BT7. And Billy, what was your
My
three?
my three were Magnamon from BT8, the
Mhm.
Promo Gallantmon for the most BT21 we were on? We're on?
Yeah,
Yeah. BT21, the Promo Gallantmon, and the Patamon BT14, the new artwork from the regional promo packs.
good choices, good choices. So, yeah, with that market watch done, I think we should just jump into our top three.
Hmm.
And we're back in our raising phase, and we got two more tamers here with us. So, if you two would like to introduce yourselves.
I'm Chris. I'm somewhat newish to Digimon than Joe and Billy, but it sucked me in, and I'm hooked. Like I've loved Digimon since a kid, so like card game, sure I'll play. Oh no, I'm stuck here now.
Like
Definitely.
1 year later. Oh no, what have I done?
Now,
Yep.
Za.
Then my name is Zara. You can call me Mushroom. It's just easier. I just sprouted into the field and I live here now.
Very nice.
Oh dear, you probably know Zaf from our videos. She is our dedicated master artist who has made our lovely, like everything, our playmat designs, our sleeve designs, going from the channel content to even Mr. Volting's icon and everything for Twitter, like Twitch. I mean, like
Yeah.
it's yeah, like her talent's so good. Like I believe I have them in all of my videos. You can catch her.
Artworks
A
here and there.
collage and everything. And you can see and you can make your own request for you. But yeah, there's Chris and Zar are lovely additional tamers from the Zephyr channel. We love them both, and they
Mm.
wanted to join here on the into our podcast here. So we're gonna go into our rate.
Raising.
Was it raising phase? That's it. I will remember the phases. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Our top three discussion is to go along with our main topic today, and I try to make it all thematic as I try to like to do. And it is our decks we like to face against. I didn't want to just do, our top three decks or our top three Digimon, that kind of thing. I'll try to make it a bit more thematically weird. And so yeah, these can be from various reasons to we like the decks ourselves to play with. So obviously we like to see them being used via our opponents. It could be because we like the Digimon, we like the deck style. Like it could be anything. We have a good matchup against it. We don't have a good matchup against it. It could be anything, literally from anything. So we're gonna go our usual 3, 2, 1, whichever. If you have it in particular order, obviously, or if you just do any order. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have a particular order, do whatever you want. So I think we will have Billy. I think we'll start off with you, Billy.
Thank you
What's
very
your
much.
what's
My
your number three?
first pick for decks that either I enjoy. Well, it's an interesting matchup, I'll say, because it's a gimmick that isn't really utilized as much. Is going against bees. It's the bees, the bees. Yes, Chris has got a B deck, and it's a very interesting matchup to go into. It's very fun, it's very gimmicky, and it doesn't matter what deck I use into it, it's always a fun matchup to go into. So I do like the matches that go into it. So Bees is my first choice for decks that I enjoy going into versus, like, not enjoy. But it's a very interesting matchup, to say the
We
least.
love we love bees. We
Mm,
love them.
yeah. Zar, do you want to take it for your first pick?
Yep. So My first pick, well, let's start off strong then. Would be because obviously BLs is my baby. I would love a BL's mirror match because I'm still fairly new to everything. So my main BLs was a very derpy BLs deck. Obviously, like regionals is coming. I am taking it a bit more seriously. Erg. So I made it a bit more meta-ish.
Oh no.
But
No,
I would
understandable.
love a BL's mirror match to actually see how other people play it. 'Cause so far, actually,
Mhm.
ironically, I don't think I knew. Apart from Ethan, I haven't played against BLs against anyone else.
That's weird. You've avoided Shane constantly.
Yeah.
He always plays every time Shane, but he's always doing his the other one hybrids. He
Hybrids,
always
Yeah.
yeah.
plays hybrids. Yeah. I never
He
seen
used to
Shane.
bring it for casual play. I don't know why he stopped doing that. It's a shame.
You had
I
to take
think
it
he.
apart for other decks.
Yeah,
Oh no.
broke it apart. It's not Frankenstein hybrid somewhere.
Oh no.
But yeah, no, for me, I want to have a BL's mirror match now that I'm more
Mm,
confident with BL's as well.
Mhm.
Because every time I played, I wasn't super confident and I would make a lot of mistakes. But now that I got a lot more practice for regionals, I
mm,
now know how to play it properly. So I want to see a proper BL's, like regional player BL's match to see how that
Hmm.
plays out.
Yeah, that would
yeah,
definitely be
makes
an
sense.
yeah.
Makes sense completely.
It's gonna be
It's always
interesting.
nice when you have your fan favorite and then you want to see how everyone else does it, so you either learn something new and that kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's always nice to see your favorites being
Yeah.
utilized in different ways.
I think it would just come boil down to against in that mirror match who can turbo their deck into their trash a little bit quicker and just get those plays off better. It would just I think
Oh
it would
yeah,
come
with
down to
girls
that
it's
to be
even
honest.
better.
So yeah, so
Right.
that is Zara's first pick. Joe, do you want to take us with your first pick?
Why not? Why not? So my first pick is a good old classic. We love him. You know, he is our icon for the whole series. It's Greymon Tribal. I love Angry Dragon Man going brr. So it's always fun to see someone else play a different take on Greymon Tribal. Whether it's OTK or if it's, trying to build defensive Black War, Gaiomon, like anything. If I see someone hatch a Koromon and it goes into an Agumon, I am like the most super, super happy. I'm just like, yes, someone's still on this, let's go.
Very nice.
I'm interested to see if anyone tries to make this guy into a Greymon tribal deck. I know I'm definitely thinking about doing it.
All shine Greymon.
Um, yep, the brand new one. So yeah, so I'm very excited, and I always love seeing it. Greymon tribal, you gotta go for it.
Very nice.
Chris, what's yours?
We've got for number one. I like going against hybrids. It doesn't have to be there. It's either purple, blue, red, or tribal color. Like I built purple hybrid before it got hit. I still have it after it got hit. And I just like seeing the different builds, whether it's blue based blue hybrid or red based blue hybrid, because either I die in turn 3, or because some of my decks are more control based, like my tyrant, I just stall out until I can chip away at them. So it's always because I've never seen the same hybrid deck twice. It's always some different variation. Interesting to see how they play, especially after some of them got hit and then they've got strong again. So it's always interesting to see how they play.
I had my second round opponent being a Tau Loop player, and he was saying like he wants to add a blue hybrid package to his deck. And he was explaining to me the reasons behind it. He was like 4 Gabumons and four ancient gurus and the promo, and then has 4 mats to search them. And he was explaining to me like his reasonings how it meshes very well with Tau Loop, and you can just use the ancients to chip away, spawn out tamers, reekers, and all that kind of stuff, and just go from that. And I was just like, this is really interesting. I quite like
Oh,
this synergy here.
oh, interesting.
I know. He's like the downside is that you're losing a lot of consistency speed with like promo Guilmons and that kind of stuff. But like, I feel like other than that, it's actually pretty cool. And you can still evolve Tau Ace into Ancient Garu because it just evolves on yellows. So I'm like, I like this. I
Mm,
like this a lot.
Interesting.
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, that is
Another thing I like about hybrid, I like deleting their tamers because it's funny.
You like having the Tamer hate, I'm guessing, so fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love the excuse to playing Tamer Hate.
well, that is Chris's first pick. Thank you very much for hybrid. Any hybrid deck, yeah? Just not one in
Yep.
particular?
Nope. All hybrids. It's
Fair
funny.
enough.
If this Digimon evolves on a human child, I like it.
It's the Power Ranger. It's the Power Ranger loving me. It's the Power Ranger loving me as well.
Nice.
Huge Power
That's
Ranger fan. So
Yeah.
that sums it up great, actually. Yeah, I like Power Rangers. That's why I like hybrid.
So, right, going into second picks. My second pick is Czar's favourite deck, Beelzemon. I personally love the matchup into BLs. It's really interesting to see how different decks play into BLs because it's such a, I don't care what's on board, I'm just going to be trashing everything. And going into it and seeing how people react is a very interesting matchup. Going against, like, people who want to control the board, but if there's nothing on board to control, it's very interesting to see how they react. So definitely, I've gone into Czar multiple times with BLs, and it's always been fun matchups going into it, and it's just a very fun deck. Very techy, obviously, like, you can add loads of stuff into it, personalize it very much, like you could have 7 Beelzemon's top end if you want to, one of different, that we definitely have tried, and it's very funny to do, but yeah, it's just a very interesting deck to go into. So Beelzemon is my second pick.
I love the clock, the timing of the clock against the Beelzemon. It's just like the more they trash, it's kind of like hearing the countdown theme music as you're playing.
100% the amount of times I've almost like decked myself out, going, I forgot to start adding cards back to the deck to save me.
Also
That's it.
what's another interesting thing to go into BLs as well is if you Paladin mode ace their trash, ruins their game.
Not always. Sometimes that has saved my butt, ironically. One
Yeah,
time.
but then you've got to completely redo all your stuff.
Go longer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, it kind of saves you, but then at the same time, if they're going into Paladin mode, they're like, right, get rid of your trash so you have nothing to do, and now I'm going for game. So it's like one of those things.
Yeah.
no, fair. But another good thing about the new ace is the fact that if you are like almost like 30 cards plus into your trash, put 10 cards back in, trash the security, get
Yeah.
10 cards
Yeah.
back.
Oh, the new ace is so good. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that is my
So-
second pick for decks that are fun to go into. Czar, what is your second pick?
Ironically, my second pick isn't one that's fun for me, but so one of like our friends plays it, Paramedimon, the Paramedi deck. Despise it. I despise it like the plague. But I enjoyed playing against it and then going like, because they kept not saving themselves. What's the right word for Paramedi when they don't die?
Fragment.
Yeah, they
Yeah, it's
fragment. You know,
saving
like
them, but
just
yeah,
die.
it's
Rival Barrage.
pushing the bits of rock that they don't need anymore. It's like, I'm fine.
Exactly. So even Rivals Barrage can't make a dent into it, and like he's surviving. And I'm like, Rivals Barrage. Fragment. I'm like, Rivals Barrage again. Fragment again.
Oh
Like
god.
you're a monster.
Yeah, because it's not once per turn, it's just an effect. So
No,
it's like
and then they just get it all back
just
later on. Yeah, no.
Dust
When
off the rubble.
Pyramidi is stacked up, it can be very tough to punch right through it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
hence like not my favorite to go against, but it's fun and infuriating at the same time.
It's a challenge.
yeah, very
Yeah.
It's
interesting
a
matchup.
challenge, and we all like a challenge, don't we?
All right, thank
Yeah.
Alright. My one is going to be. I feel like it's not specifically because it's this deck, but it's just because what this deck kind of like represents at like locals and that kind of thing. It's Pulsemon.
Ooh.
I like a unique gimmick, and that kind of like goes to my number one pick later on. But I like a deck with a gimmick. If you see a lot of my decks, a lot of them do have something unique to them that like not other decks either do, or like so few other decks do. And I like how customizable a deck can be, and I think Pulsemon is one of those few like Gamamon that just embraces the customization that the player base can do with a deck because it has so many builds and ways to play it. Where you go pure Pulse, merge it with Lugamon,
Yep.
Whether you go more of the newer style, older styles, and that kind of thing. Like, there's just so much to pulse on. The fact it's got the Mind Link on it as well, I think is really, really cool. I do like Mind Link. Like reverse hybrid.
Yep.
But yeah, I love Pulse One. I love it when someone brings it to locals. I know there's one guy who does like have it on him most of the times, and I've always got a smile on my face whenever he whips up the Pulse One. I'm like, yes, someone's playing this.
Yeah.
And I think
Definitely.
our friend Wyatt also plays Pulse One as well. I think he actually took it to a Nats event.
Interesting.
He got like 8 draws because
Wow.
he kept recovering his security too much. He's like,
That's
I
insane.
trust. Seriously, I'm not cheating.
It's just
I'm
what
just
this
playing
deck.
my deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the deck. I think like a judge actually had to like question me a little bit. It's just like, are you stalling? He's like, no, I'm not. The deck just recovers.
Wow. So Pulse One is very much a security control deck. So that's an interesting.
Yeah, you can build it like that. And again, this is why I like Pulseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so number 2, and he's got a cool design. Like Pulseman's cool. He's cool. He's a cool
Yeah.
little dude.
Very much so.
Yeah, so Pulseman's for me.
Chris, what is your second choice?
My second choice is D Reaper because it's basically cheap Royal Knights and Demon Lords, and
Yeah.
it is. It is, and like I like the aspect that's like I've got this big body on board. Granted, I will have a Digimon on board, so your effects like if you're playing Digimon, you're always getting them. But more or less, you can't tuck to Mother D unless you got Raid. But because of some of the new support, that's not really an issue because of the new Jerry. It was like, all right, cool. I've get to here, and I've put you down to a lot. I just love the fact that I'm just this big little guy doing nothing. And also, it's fanatic from my favorite series, Digimon Tamers. Like I have all of the decks that represent them characters, and it's one of the only white decks. I think there's like 2 white decks, Reaper and
Yeah.
Esso, and Reaper is just goofy. And I also like the fact that my opponent can technically choke me to 1, but I can still spit out 3 Digimon in that one memory, and I find that hilarious.
Yeah, but to be honest, a floodgate that says you can't reduce play cost just kind of kills you.
Oh yeah, that screws me. But then I just throw down my medieval. I know medieval's not Reaper, but it's needed if we want to play it somewhat seriously.
And
That's
yeah,
it.
But
fair
again, medieval destroys that deck. I was like, I play. You do anything? But it was fun.
I
Like
forgot.
Shoto, the pair band Shoto is like can't put Shoto in the deck anymore. It's like didn't really matter because the 2 new cards that came out in 2.5 are really good for the deck.
Yeah, they are. Alright, that is...
Again, it's one of those decks where it's just like, I love this so much. So if you see someone else playing it as well, you're just like, yes, thank God, someone else is on the bandwagon with me. Let's go.
For real.
100%.
I love it. I've seen 2 people play it. I was like, yeah, let's go. Please beat me. He actually beat my purple hybrid post ban list, and I was kind of happy about it.
Oh wow, let's go.
Alright, that... So you chose D's Reaper as your second choice, which is, yeah, a
Mother
very interesting...
D.
Yeah, Mother D. Right. My third and final choice is a very interesting matchup. Shine Mirror, which is very interesting. But we also... So, the reason why I chose this is because it is a very interesting matchup of seeing who can turbo quicker and just going for speed. But, because of something we learned at Wales Regionals, which is that burst mode, the regular one, not the ace, the regular burst mode, its burst digivolution requirement is to bounce a Marcus back to hand. Doesn't have to be your own. Which is the most insane read I have ever seen on a Digimon card and not
It's
known about
crazy.
it. I have played
We
Shine.
had Joe was just like to Billy, he's like, are you playing the original burst mode? And he's like, no, we're playing Ruin mode. And then he was like, well, the judge has just told me that he hopes there's a Shine Grey mirror match because the original burst mode's burst effect doesn't state your Marcus Damon. It just says return a Marcus Damon back
One
to the hand.
Marcus Damon to hand.
So we might need to get a full head judge question on it. But like, if this is true and it's literally word for word how it's ruled, theoretically you can bounce your opponent's Marcus to hand to
Yep.
burst mode your head. The dragon.
That's also good. Like Billy said the other day in the match against Royal Knights, they're playing the Marcus.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
bounce their
we were like
Marcus.
head cannoning. It's like where can this come up? It's like if there's that one Royal Knight player who still plays Marcus
Yep.
Damon, you're just like, thank you.
Also, you don't know about going into matchups into a hero deck. They might be playing the new Marcus, the
Yeah, if
hero
they're
one.
playing
Oh,
a Knight
yeah.
They
variant,
you
yeah.
could bounce that back to hand and be like, thank you very much for the free burst mode, but at the same time, it's like, if you want to play burst mode to its full capacity, if you don't have a Marcus in hand, you want to kind of bounce your own, but if you do, then it's like, oh cool, bounce your Marcus to hand, burst mode, play a new Marcus, I now have even more swings, thank you very much, go
Yeah.
for game. So it's a very interesting matchup. I really want to try that matchup, but it's like very niche, and you've got to time it perfectly, otherwise it just will not pop off. So my third choice is Shine Mirror. Zar, what is your third choice?
My third choice will be, I think, NSP, so Nature Spirits.
Mm.
And I'm still planning because everyone knows this. I mentioned it. BL's is a Nature Spirit.
Oh
BL's is
god,
a
it is,
Nature
isn't
Biel's
it?
Spirit.
Biel's the one gets around.
Oh
He's
no.
in. He's got his foot in everything.
He's got his own deck. He's in
Yeah.
Crossheart. He's in Nature Spirit. God damn.
He's unfortunately not Nate Spitz traded yet.
Oh
Oh
no.
yeah.
Yet.
Oh
One
no.
So
day, maybe.
Oh no.
Maybe.
That just means if we get some nature spirits and then we have that tournament, her old BLs could be going to a nature spirits deck.
100%.
Oh wow, that would be
Yes,
very
the
interesting.
trait update format. Let's go.
Or even not. I
Chris, I
want to
love you on
see.
this. It's great.
Yeah. I want to see if I can. Like, obviously, like I'm thinking, is there a way to actually play the purple BLs in the Nature Spirits we have right now?
Grand
No,
Kawagamon.
there's not.
Grand,
There's no
Grand
purple
Kawaga
nature
Ace.
spirits.
No.
There's your link.
Oh, the quack.
You could put the Quagga Race in this Hell Blast mode
Yep.
to draw from the Quagga Race.
I might just confuse people. I'm tempted. But yeah, no, Nature Spirits in general is a very good like deck to play with. The fact that um even if you don't fuse at the end, like it still spits out a good amount. You can literally like it'll just rush
Spitting
rather
out
than
so many sixes. It's just
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. So NSP is Zar's third choice. Joe,
She likes to play.
what is
Yeah.
your third choice? Third and
Right,
final choice.
my third choice, a deck that I love to see face off against me, is Eosmon. This deck, it catches me off guard every single time. Like,
Oh, the Tier 0 deck?
yeah, the tier 0 deck. You know, it all plays Eosmon. Like, I actually had it against me round 3 at the most recent regionals, and I was just like, but like my opponent's just like, I've already got my Nats in by. I'm just playing something wacky today. No one will see it coming. I'm like, oh great, I love this already. You're speaking my language. Let's go.
Interesting.
Flips green Cormon. He's like, do you know what it is? I'm like, oh no, green Gacha. Come on. Goes to Morphomon. I'm like, yes, and like, it's crazy. Like this deck, every time you face it, every time I face it, reminds me this deck's good. Like, it's legit good. Why is no one else playing this deck?
Oh my god.
It has like an answer to like nearly anything. It's so
Yeah, I think
funny.
I think we were doing this once. I was like, I don't know how this deck works. And every time I did something, it's like, no. I was like, do you want to play a tamer? Oh, me? Oh, thanks. Coach, you played a tamer. Oh, crap.
It's mad, right? And the way that just it floods constantly. It's just like, cool. This goes into this, which then plays out this, and then because I played out this gets to evolve again, and which then lets me play another thing. Stop, stop,
It just
please,
combo after combo after
please.
combo after combo.
But it's great. It's a gimmick. It's like the Pulse one. It's another gimmick deck, and I love a gimmick deck. The fact that it's got one of those that you can have 50 copies of this card in your deck, and you're like, oh great, this is fun. It honestly is though. It's so good. I wish I had Morphomon promo because then I'd actually probably play this deck a
Oh
bit more.
god.
Like actually have it fully built. But, like that's the only thing I'm missing is Morphomon
Wow.
promo, and I don't want to pay money for it.
Oh, really? Yeah, fair enough. It is
It's
kind of
like
expensive.
it's a hard to get promo,
Yeah.
but like even without it, you can have really good fun with this deck. It's just But my number one pick to face is Eosmon. I love it.
Hmm.
It's so fun.
All right. Well, that's your final pick, Chris. What is your final pick for the decks?
For me, it's green blue Imperial. Uh, Again, it's one of my favorite series, Digimon Tamers 2. I like the DNA aspect. DNA as a function, I think is ridiculously broken, but I also love it.
Yeah.
But I like the pure version, not the toolbox version. Because it was a deck I was going to build. I'm still partly building it. There's more decks that are funner to build, but I've got slowly getting the bits. But it's just one of them decks I just love the control aspect and mobile checks. I've played against it a lot at our locals. So many of our locals have it, and it's just one of them decks I like playing against. And what I also love, because my main deck is Tyrant, and everyone knows Tyrant, big boy, suspended, no. But they go DNA, Tamer, strip your sources like Tamer. Oh no, no, not to that. But yeah, it's just one of them. It's just one of them decks. It's just like I've got 3 Tamers. I'm gonna spell these bodies, but they can't do anything. I go back to my turn. But if I DNA, it's a new Digimon. So swing, swing, swing.
Yeah. It's definitely
It's a very funny deck, and I was like, I'm gonna build this at some point.
Yeah.
I'm sorry getting the card, but yeah, it's just one of them. I like DNA decks in general because I have Mastermon. I wish Mastermon had Partition. She got robbed.
She really needs it.
Mastermon had Partition. The new promo had Partition. It'd be so good for the deck.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But yeah, Partition is both annoying but also great. But yeah, it's just one of them decks. Specifically the green blue. The purple one can go and die. Don't know. I don't like that deck.
Yeah.
That's rich coming from purple hybrid player, but no.
Well, green blue Imperial Dread definitely has seen its time in the limelight. I mean, it has done very well. So
It's still doing very well,
yeah,
I think. Yeah.
it's been knocked down a few pegs, but it's still doing very well at some locals and some even more higher tournament formats. So yeah, it's definitely seeing some good matches, and it is a very interesting deck to go into.
Yeah.
So
We love a good DNA.
Yeah. So
Alright, so I think to round it all up, so Billy, what's your top threes?
my threes are bees, the bees, Beelzemon, and Shine Mirror. Zar, your three
What's
are?
yours?
I mean, BL's all the way, 100%. Lives on the top.
Yep.
On the top. Then even though we didn't talk about it, I'll say I think my next favorite would be puppets. I do also like puppets.
Yep.
You like puppets as well, yeah.
And then
NSP, wasn't it? Yeah.
yeah, NSC, then NSC.
And Joe, your three were?
My number 3 was Greymon Tribals, Pulsemon, and Eosmon.
And then Chris, to finish it off, what were your three?
Hybrid in general.
Yep.
Just hybrid in general.
All of them.
D Reaper because it's funny, and then red blue, green blue Imperial.
Green blue. We'll mix them all together.
Yeah, somehow.
Imperial dot deck.
The Imperial not
Yeah.
deck.
Alright.
Yeah.
Right. So those were our top decks that we like to face off against. Hopefully, who knows, these might change later down the line if we go back to this question as more decks come into the fray. So I think we can round off our raising phase and go into our main topic of discussion, which is going to be our mostly mine and Billy's regional event, but we'll squeeze in just in general upcoming events like things. So we'll overall just do our regionals events in general. So we'll see you in the next phase. And we're back, everybody, to our main phase for our topic of discussion. And our topic today is going to be regionals. Yeah. So me and Billy, as of recording this, just came back from our regionals in Wales. A bunch of our mates are over in Paddy playing their regionals over there. Mine and Billy's was just a store regionals. Our friend Joe also went with us, who's unfortunately not made it for this episode. And once we quickly once we've discussed over that, like how we did, what we faced, and that kind of thing, any issues that came up, and like just overall our fun of the event, we're gonna get Mr. Chris and our ladies are involved, and they're going to be discussing the upcoming first regionals for our Dark Sphere one. They're going to discuss how they're excited, what they'll be playing, and what preparations and just overall they're going to be their upcoming experience for regionals.
Mm-hmm.
So, to start it all off, Wales, great. Cardiff, great. Firestorm Games, you guys rock.
Yep.
Everyone there was an absolute blast. Coming from my side, at least, you know, everyone I faced and everyone I discussed and chatted to was so happy, so relaxed, so calm, chilled, smiled everywhere. And the head judge, the announcer, he was great. So sorry for his voice though. He was struggling.
Yeah, he was, but that's
Like he was a treat. He was a blast.
yeah.
Loved it all. Would love to go again. Like if it comes up again, I'll happily go again. Especially if Joe wants to drive us down.
Yeah, like
I will not. I will not pass it up. It's,
Yeah.
I will happily
He said
go there
he's
again.
more than happy to go again if they get one in the second season version.
Oh, that'd be great.
Second
yeah,
wave
definitely. I'll
of
definitely.
I hope .ds does the second wave as well.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Fingers
hopefully.
crossed. With how quickly we sold 64 tickets, I'm sure we will.
Yeah,
I'm sure we will.
we'll be definitely talking about that in a bit though. DS
yeah.
locals.
But yeah, Wales is great. I took Gamamon
Yeah.
for mine, made top 4. I've now actually sleeved it in the deck, but here's my last of the final sleeves, the 5th one. So very, very happy Gamamon's performance, dethroning Blackwall Greymon as now my top regionals performing deck.
So yeah,
Ooh,
yep,
game!
100%.
So,
I took Shine Greymon, my boy. Had to represent the Shining. Rising and Shining with the Marcus punching face, so gotta do it. I did really well. I went my very first time
You
in
did.
regionals. I went positive. 3 wins, 2 losses, and it was a lot of fun, to be honest. I'm very proud of myself for doing that well with the deck. I've only ever gone net neutral with it at big events with any deck I've played, so going positive with it really cements on how good it can be.
I feel like it has to be your deck to play now at big events. Like, you can't play anything else.
Well, I mean, the last one I did, yeah, because the last one I did play at the last regionals, unfortunately, has gotten hit, and it's not playable in its current version, so it's like unfortunate, but yeah. I had a lot of fun. My opponents were really chill, had some really fun games and everything.
Actually, that first one. What's his name again?
Oh, yeah. Me, Joe, and our other friend called Joe, we drove up there 2.5 hours to go there, and what happens? I say before round 1 gets paired, hey, wouldn't it be funny if me and Joe get paired up? Not this Joe, other Joe. And what happens? I look at the Digimon TCG app, we get paired up round 1. So that was like fate
spoken into
sealed
existence.
yeah, literally spoken to existence of me
the
and
team
him.
kill pairing. Let's go. Get over with.
That's on you.
1.
That's on you, buddy.
100%. It's on him.
100%.
I didn't think Ethan is doing the same thing with me and Chris.
Oh, like, if you guys don't know, viewers don't know, like, Chris and Zara, every time at locals,
Somehow
the
get paired
moment
up.
Zara enters the tournament, these two get paired off.
Literally happened yesterday, and she decimated me yesterday.
So
I'm so proud of myself.
It's so weird how it works.
BL's red grr.
Yeah, BL's of
BL's
course.
squished those bugs.
So, Joe.
Yeah, so going through our pairings, our matches, round 1 I faced Gallantmon, managed to beat that 2-1. Round 2 faced off against Towloop of all things, which was very surprising. Again, managed to beat that 2-1 with a very, very well staged security. He's got 1 memory left. He has an Ace, Tau, a Tau, a Sakuya X, and then older arm. Swings at my security for 2 checks. Hits Proximum on check 1. Thank you. My turn now.
Ace Overflow, it gets you when it gets
He
you.
was gutted. He's like, I lost the 1 of in the deck. And then confirmed with me at the end. He's like, how many do you play? I'm like, 1.
Literally
like,
hit the only thing that could kill it.
No. But he was a great guy, as a great. Told me a very spicy way to play Tower Loop with Blue Hybrid, which is pretty cool. I had to cook that up at some point. Round 3, face off against Eosmon. Had my very first ever unfortunate Wall Shark on my opponent there, getting me the game 1 win. But yeah, so if you want a quick example, reasoning on what it was, with all the Eosmon cards, with the new ones, they specifically state your opponent gets to play a tamer, and if they don't, you get to do something else. Opponent proceeds to play their tamer, which lets them ditch a card and draw 2, and then shuffles their hand afterwards. As he's doing that, though, I'm looking back at the card, and I'm like, mate, I get to play a tamer, and you don't get to do any of this. And I had a hero in hand, and we had to then get the judge over because he did manipulate the hand afterwards. And yeah, the judge unfortunately had to give him a game 1 loss because it was an unrepairable game state.
Yeah, that's...
I did show him my tamer afterwards just out of good faith, that I wasn't chatting rubbish, just to show I did have a tamer that I could get to play, and I do apologise, but
yeah.
I didn't get to... I then proceeded to game 2, and I managed to beat the game 2. After our break, we then got in. I had a match against Hunters, and
So this was your round 3 match, yeah?
Hunters does not like Darksphere. As we all lost to Hunters, I believe. Or at least me and Billy did. Hunters clapped us, which
So
was
what
a
I'm
bit...
hearing is everyone who's played against a Hunters deck at Darts Fair, some form, I'm the only one who's beaten it.
Joe didn't, unfortunately. He was like, where's my Hunters matchups? I'd have loved that. So, yeah, no, Hunters is good. Don't underestimate it, like, honestly.
Yeah, no.
I knew it was good. Like, I knew it was going to be good with the new stuff, but how speedy they now spit their tamers out. Why is the new Arrestramon not, if you have 1 or less, play 1?
Nope.
It's
You play a
just...
tamer.
Have all of them. Have all the kids.
It also doesn't help that
Jesus Christ.
it doesn't help that it's also got raid and piercing, so it's going to be killing.
Well, that's just a superior mode. The old base form is just rush.
Yeah, fair.
When digivolving rush, and it's like the scrambles as well really help that deck. I think that's also underestimated. They just spawn back a rookie. Cool. Put the rush. They put the rush back on top of their deck, spawn the rookie, draw the turn for rush, play it again. I'm like, yeah, no. I need to properly build it and test it out with people because it's not a walk in the park.
And it's basically a purple base at this point, so you can easily run purple scrambles in there. So...
That's what they do. That's what the guy did.
Yeah.
Twice I got scrambled after clearing on board. I almost made it to a game 3 if I actually had the Omni X in my deck.
Oh.
Stupidly took it out. I was 1 chip away. I had two serious mons, chucked 4 security, and I couldn't get that last swing for game. Like, oh no! Omni, you're going back in, I think.
Yeah.
But Hunters got me in the 4th round. And then last round, I face off against Mirage.
Aww.
Mirage.
Thank you,
In this format.
That's only 4
In
rounds.
this
Joe.
format.
For taking away that one Mirage Galgamon. I did not see it at all.
Joe, that was
They
only
got
4
a...
rounds, you said.
Was that 4?
Yeah, that was only 4. You said it was... What was it, first round?
Gallant, Tau, Eos, Hunters,
And
then
now
Mirage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah. So 5th round was Mirage.
Mirage though, ouch.
Luckily, did not see the limited Mirage. The first game they went into the one that has evade, and Sirius just was like, "I don't care about your evade. I'm deleting you twice." Smack, smack.
Nice.
And game two got hexed, and I'm just like, brothers, serious, delete. I thank you. And
So,
proceeded to not let him have anything on his board for the next 3 turns.
yeah, those are some
But
pretty
yeah,
interesting games.
very, very interesting games. I'm like, where's Royal Knights? I'm seeing Solomon in my hand every single round. And I'm like,
Yeah,
you're useless to me. Why?
yeah, very true.
Yeah, so it's very interesting how you can prepare for a certain match, and it just like I think like everyone there was just like, "Where's Royal Knights?" And I think there's only two of them.
I think there was only, I think there ended up only being one person playing Royal Knights. I'm not too sure.
Like I think there was at least two,
Yeah,
and Joe I think faced one of them.
fair enough.
Like
Yeah,
yeah, but those were my matchups. So 4-1 with Gamma. Only lost being to Hunters, but that's very, very interesting. I'm very, very happy I got to face it actually, because no one at our locals plays Hunters.
yeah,
I think except for one person, but they rarely show up.
exactly.
Yeah, so that was my experience. Billy, what did
Yeah.
you face?
Well, my experience was a little bit different. I went 3 wins, 2 losses, playing Shine Greymon, as I said. First round, as we discussed, I went into Joe. Unfortunately, he was playing Magna X. I didn't see my stuff, unfortunately, and luckily we played the matchup enough to know that if I don't see my stuff, he basically kind of can control the game enough to where he can win.
Yeah, if he
And
sees anything, it's good.
so unfortunately, I went 0-2 for round one. Round two went into a red-purple Imperial player, which was very interesting. That matchup was really fun. The guy was super chill and everything. Unfortunately, he wasn't seeing his pieces. I was able to control his side a little bit better. And game one, he had 3 things out. I think he had 1 Dino B and 2 Paildras. I think that's what they are for the red-purple. I'm not too sure. And he's like,
Yeah.
right before I was about to swing with my markers, he could have easily let this go, but he told me, just to make you aware, I have, if any of my guys get deleted, I get to then DNA with them. I was like, thanks for that information. I'm going to swing, do my minus DP, but only do it enough just to not kill it, or activate delete a 3k or less, and make it so I can still do all my shenanigans. So I minus the board just enough to manipulate, so if he did do an ace, I could be like, right, minus more, delete. I get made loads of memory, and I was able to win it 2-0. Going into round 3 was another Magna player. I played against 2 different Magna guys, and this game went a lot differently. I was able to get my stack on board very quickly, establish board, and first round, he swung with Magna X, and as we all know, if he needs to check a security first in order to get his immunity and DP buff. If you ace and get rid of it, deals with that problem entirely. So
Yeah.
I went into Shine Grey Burst Mode ace. I had 3 Tamers on board, minus 15k, it gets deleted. And he was like, okay, interesting. Went into game 2. He had Magna. I had a Shine Grey Greymon on board. He had Magna X and also a regular Magnamon. His idea was to swing with Magna to get Magna X's protection, to then swing with it, gain even more DP. I don't think so. Rise Go Burst Mode plays a Marcus, minus his Magna X by 15 before it even gets its immunity again. And he was pissed.
He
He was
was
like,
not a happy bunny.
he saw me slap it down and he was like, God damn it, that card! And I was like, that's the whole reason why I play it. It deals with the Magna X matchup. Yes, you can climb super easily into it, but you have to pay so much memory to go into it. Yes, you have your immunity, but as long as I wait a turn and don't go into it, because yes, it's got blocker, so it's like I can't really touch it. I wait until that following turn, and as long as you don't kill my shine, I'm good. As long as I have 2 tamers on board, 1 in hand,
I was
or
sitting right behind him when this was happening as well. I could just hear
So-
it. I'm like,
yeah, unfortunately had that.
okay.
So I went 2-0 round 3. Round 4, I went into a Megidra player, which was a really, really interesting matchup. I felt really bad for these wins because they weren't, like, I say real, because round 1 he decked himself out and I won by deck out, unfortunately, which I don't feel good about. Like, it is a win
I
at the
mean,
end
it
of the day,
happens. It
but
A win is a
happens.
win.
it's a
Yeah.
Megidra player. They deck themselves out anyway, so it's like, okay, going to game 2, and that was the worst one. He whiffed 5 different searches in that deck and just couldn't do it. So it's like, oh, it sucks that
Wah, wah,
happened.
wah.
Also, something I just remembered about the Magna X player from last round, he fire rocketed, so this is something he completely missed. The Armor Digivolution card, you have to trigger when you de-digivolve. So Armor Purging triggers it. He fire rocketed his Magna, swung, hit something in security, Armor Purging it, but then doesn't trigger the option card he has in board. He then continues his second swing. And then he's like, right, I'm activating Armor Digivolution. I was like, you can't do that. You missed the timing. He was like, but I can do it. And it was like, no, because it needs to trigger on when you Armor Purge, not when after you've done your second swing. We call a judge over, he confirms it, and he's like, yeah. And he's like, fair. I thought I could trigger it now, but I guess that I need to trigger it before the second check goes through, and I'm like, yep. Same with the Megidra player. He thought I minus DP his War Growlmon X, I think it's called, and all the effects triggered and everything, and then he tried to activate. I think I was like, I've done my checks now. Then he tried to activate the Digimon I designed delay effect, and I was like, you can't do that. It's already been deleted. He was like, again, called judge over. They were like, yep, you can't do it. You've missed timing, unfortunately, because you've already triggered all your effects. And he's done his check now. You should have done it when your on deletions trigger. He was like, okay, cool. So that was unfortunate that he wasn't able to really play second round or even first round, like decking himself out, searching for one card, which was insecurity,
I
unfortunately.
mean, it sounds like he was playing round 1.
Yeah, he was playing round
Just a
1.
bit too speedy.
Yes, unfortunately.
The red vanilling.
Yeah, so
The
unfortunately,
amount of times I've been playing with Megidra, and I'm just like, and I had a paladin mode just to
oh,
slam it, put it all back.
yeah.
I'm playing again.
Yeah, so that was my
Doing it
round.
again.
That was my round 4 going into a Megidra player, and then round 5, I went into Hunters, like Joe did, and it was the matchup was really, really close. Like, I unfortunately lost 1-2 to him. It's the only game I ever played that yesterday that went into round 3, because all of them were either 0-2 or 2-0. So it was very interesting to see, oh wow, it's either I really lose or I really win. So, but yeah, the game I won though, he had Quartzhorn on board, and he also had a Digimon level 3 he raised up. So I was like, huh. Had Shine Grey on board, I was like, this is going to be funny. Swung with Quartzmon, getting rid of my final security check with an effect. He was like, right, go for game. Almost start to scoop. I was like, ace timing? He was like, he looked at me like, was like, oh no. Shine Grey Burst Mode Ace again comes in to save the day, minusing the Quartzmon, deleting it, but because I play the memory set Marcus, suspending it, gaining a memory off of its effect, deleting his final check from his level 3, so he has now nothing on board, and then he was like, right, okay, play something to pass turn. I was like, all my Marcuses unsuspend, everything unsuspend, I can now play let's go. And then I was just able to turbo into stuff and get a win off that, but again, unfortunately, Hunters being Hunters, they were just able to get really big really quick, and I could not deal with it. But I had a lot of fun yesterday. It was really good. If I'd won that Hunters matchup, I found out through points, I would have actually bumped Joe out of top 4.
Well,
If I had won that final round, Joe would have been bumped out top 4 and would have been put into 5th place. I found out by the judge there, because
interesting.
we
Yeah.
looked at the points and everything. It was like, right, even if he still won his matchup, if I had won mine through the 2-1, I would have had just a better percentage than Joe to beat Bumpy. But unfortunately, I got 11th place, which is still top. I got top third.
Yeah,
Top
man.
third.
Still not bad. It's still really good. Again, that's like top, like 1/3.
Yeah, I've got one.
'Cause,
I got in the top third
yeah,
of the players there, which is still really good.
very good.
Beating matchups that I like knew kind of going into, some stuff that was like a little bit less
It
knowledgeable.
seems like all your practice with Joe was like what
Oh,
you what you needed.
100%. All that matchup with Magna X was like, right, Ace slaps. Ace kills, just Ace just gets rid of the problem, and most of the time they're only playing 3, so it's like, if you get rid of one, they kind of have to get another one unless you know they have another one in hand, but then it's like, I can just start building him back to allocate my board. So, it's not terrible, but like I said, it's like a 50-50 matchup for Shine nowadays.
It's
So
very
that
good.
was
So,
my
yeah,
experience at Cardiff in Wales. It was really fun. 100% would do it again with the boys. So
100%,
yeah,
100%. Our friend Joe took Magna X as we say, faced Billy round 1. He had a Royal Knights match, I believe, round 2.
I think so.
Which he managed to win. Then he had a oh god,
I
I
don't really
can't even
remember his.
remember the other ones to be honest.
Mm,
I think there might have been McGee, but
maybe.
yeah, he had some very interesting games. I think he had a 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw ratio, getting him into 6th place, which was really good, really good. I think he had the similar score in his last event. So he
Mm.
hasn't gone worse.
He's
So
stayed
yeah,
on the same bar
unfortunately,
line.
just missing out. But he did win some extra prizing. I think he also got some pie in his sleeves as well because he got top 6. And they were handing him out on top 6, which was very good. Yeah, so we both managed to come back from Dark to Dark Sphere. Dark Sphere is making their mark.
Yep, Darkspear had made their mark in
Zephyr
Wales.
Digimon is doing it.
So
We're
yeah,
very happy. But we had a great time. We're more than happy to do it again. I'd love to do it again.
we got
But
some.
yeah, that was our experience in Wales.
Mm,
Our friends over in Paris, our friend Shane, he made top 16. Unfortunately, just losing it out in the first round. Um, our friend Tamas, though, I think he made it all the way to top 3.
Top
let me.
2.
If I'm correct. Top 2.
Yeah, he got
Top
top
2.
2.
Top 2. He's 2nd place. Let's go, Tam. Both of them are on McGee. We did have a little chuckle though. Our friend Tamas says he was originally going to play Sakuyamon and bailed out on that one to McGeejamon.
Oh, no one said.
Loses to Sakuyamon.
Yeah.
So we're
So
like, this is what happens when you betray the fox.
So I've just checked. Nothing has been said yet, so it seems like Tamas is still playing. I think they might be in round 3, it's looking like, from when they
No, I
posted
think it's all
this.
done because Tamas posted. I think the final round is McGeejamon versus Galantmon.
Yeah, no, Tamas is top 2. Oh, that means he lost already,
Yeah,
or? Ah, okay.
yeah, he's lost. Yeah.
I thought he was in the, like, finals. But,
No. So I think
fair
it's now
enough.
first place. The first place is
Yeah.
now 2 Guilmon decks. The good versus the evil.
Let's
Yay!
go.
Let's go, our little boys
Yeah.
doing it.
Right, so that was our Wales experience. Now we're going to be talking about the next regionals coming up, which is our local store tour regionals, and we want to get Chris's and Czar's ideas,
Opinions on
experience,
it.
or opinions going into regionals for their first time at a store regionals, which is a 64
Regionals in
player.
general.
Yeah, regionals as well, but kind of basically like a major tournament for them, and it's a 64-player tournament. So let's pick their brains. Chris,
Mm.
what do you think about
Are you
getting this?
excited?
Yes, is the main
I
question.
am excited.
Okay.
I'll let Zar go first because I've done regionals in other card games. I think for Zar's is like
Yeah.
a tournament in
Okay.
general.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, like Chris is saying, I think this is gonna be my first official like any type of like card game regionals. Because I haven't actually been involved in the card games as much like seriously. So I am looking forward to it. Um, so far I think the only thing I noticed I think the communication hasn't been that good or very well known. But
Mm.
I'm glad that I'm part of friends and people who can like help me.
Hmm.
But also luckily it's the store regionals getting to practice with everyone coming in and doing stuff. That's been making a big difference. So I don't fully know how normal people like prep for these things.
No, it's literally like that. You just have a bunch of friends, whether they're playing or not, and they just hit you with all the decks, and you just constantly
Literally.
keep playing yours over and over and over again, and you just make the small changes now, like over and over. You know, take something out, something in, changing a ratio up here and there. And, like you're doing it, like you're doing it great. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like
Her
this is
last few tech
where,
choices, I've literally saved her games.
but no, like 100%. Like everyone giving me opinions. Like last time I played against Billy, and then he was like, "Do this, do that. Oh, try this,"
Yeah.
and it's made a difference. As much as like I was being a bit stubborn with like, "No, I want to play my way," and I'm like, "No, actually, if I want to win,
Yeah. I was
I
trying.
have to actually take this seriously."
Yeah. Making a point on that, I was trying not to be like, no, play it this way, like very stubborn with you. But it's like, if you want to play it your way, that's completely fine. I'm just making a recommendation. This is how most of the BLs or decks are playing. If you want to have a better time with it, play it this way. But if you want to play it your way, it is completely fine. I'm not going to force you to change it. But if you want to have a better time with it, do it this way. But like,
Yeah,
also try not to like force you to do it.
it is just also like going on that. It's you got so many ways to play the decks in this game. Like if you're comparing it to other games where like they're very linear in structure, there's not much room for customizations and that kind of thing. Whereas with this game, I've been finding is just like there's like 5 different ways to play a deck. Every single one's different. Every single one has their own personal text that you can see that the players are tossing in them, and to them it probably makes a difference to them. Like someone can look at your tech and they'll be like, "Why is that in there?" You explain it to them, they might get it, and they still might not get it. And then you use it, and they're like, "It works. It gets me those wins. It gets me to the points where like I need to be." And sometimes stubbornness works.
Yeah.
It really can be a difference. Like I was saying this to I think Joe in the car. I was just like, because we were like comparing it to our friend Ben, and I was just like, I love Ben's stubbornness because he makes the wackiest decks,
Mm.
and he talks to you about it, and then you counteract his arguments, and he's just like, oh yeah, I see what you mean, but I'm still gonna play it,
Oh
and
yeah,
he will
100%.
he will power it through over and over and over again. And you will have a laugh with him, and then he'll realize it's like, okay, yeah, okay,
Maybe.
it's a bit over gimmick.
Yeah.
We'll take it
I think
out,
it also
but
helps
it's
a lot of
great.
people are stubborn. Like
Yeah,
me, I'm like I'm gonna play. I'm still gonna lose, but did I have fun?
that's
Yes.
it. That's all you need. That's all
That's
you need sometimes.
yeah, that's the main part of it. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy yourself? That's the main idea of going to these
Mm,
regionals. It's like if you're not going there to try and go to nationals, just have fun playing games. It's like
that's it.
basically just a higher stakes normal locals then at that point. It's like
Mm.
in my mind.
With the techs, I do advise people try them out. If you have a tech, give it a go. Power it through, because the last thing you want to do is think of a tech, not put it in, not give it a go. You go to the big event, and in the back of your head, it's just knitting at you. It's just like, if I was there, I would have helped. And you're like, it's like you don't want that. So you're better to put it in, give it like 5 good games, 5 good matches, and you get it in use. Force it into games, and you're like, okay, did I actually need it? No, cool. Out you go. I gave you a go.
No, I mean, that
I
was
gave
the
you,
same with
I
me
gave
and
you a shot.
Bellstar. Like, I put in Bellstar, she came in handy once, and then I never had the chance to use her properly ever
I
again.
remember that one. Yeah, I honestly remember that one. And I was just like, why is she in there? And you're like, oh, but because he does this and that kind of thing. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely
Keep
get
going.
one rush.
100%.
It's
So,
great. I was just like, yeah, cool. I understand that completely.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
So that's Zar's opinion on it. Chris, what about you coming from different other more like other regionals,
Uh,
but coming into
so
Digimon?
I'm looking forward to it. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I've been to a YCS for Yu-Gi-Oh, and I enjoyed it, and it was fun. Yu-Gi-Oh is was more toxic. I've heard it's gone better, allegedly, but I enjoy it. I'm on an aspect like Zar. Like I enjoy playing the game. I play a lot, but we are both more collectors. So the regionals has very pretty cardboard, and we need it. So if I can go to many regionals, I will. To win? Top? No, pretty cardboard. So that's why
I
I
want
go.
those entry packs.
Yeah.
Thank
I want them
you.
entry packs. Like a lot of them are for decks we play, so we want our decks looking prettier.
The shiny cardboard, yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's the
there's
cheapest
the
way to
there's the
do it.
Zephyr level 5 and the Sinjuro level 5, so we need. And a lot of the cards are just helpful to have.
Mm.
But I've also enjoyed, like, for the upcoming store regional at Dartsphere, Shepherd's Bush, plug. um, both me and Zar, we believe we have stronger decks or two better, but because this is our first big regionals, we want to play our first decks we built from the ground up. So Zar is playing her Love Child Beelzemon / Itmon. It is going to be very, very pretty. So she might win just for people being shocked of how expensive the deck looks.
Oh, it's
And
blinding me.
it is like if you see this and you see Zara and if you see a very high rarity, max rarity Beelzebub, it's like I know this person. I've heard about her. That's her. And I'm playing
The
Tyrant
best bit is
Carbotorian
that
because
none of them
10-1
are in
is my
playset.
10-1 is my favorite Digimon, and it was my first deck I built from the ground up. And I look back at old deck lists I had. My god, that deck was awful in comparison to what it is now. But as the Tyrant Carbotorian comes out, it's my favorite deck. But I think it's also a very solid deck to play because there's like 2 decks that could deal with it in some capacity. Because everything's like, Digivolve? No. Digivolve? No. But Securiamon? I played Pause plugin, minus 6,000, can't have it with Digivolve effects? Crap.
Oh.
Yeah, so Tyrant's a solid game. It's a very good control deck, and I don't think we'll do great, but I think we'll both have a good time and just play around.
Oh,
This
yeah.
will be my first one. I did do the Evo Cup last year, and again, that was Tyrant because I was still new. But I believe there's an Evo Cup in June, and that time I will be playing a bit more seriously. I'm probably be playing Gallant or Megidra
Ooh.
during the Evo Cup if it happens at Dartsphere.
Yeah, Guilmon's definitely like no matter which top end he is, Guilmon is doing very, very well. I was just saying.
I need to get more Rush Gear ones. They're on their way.
I was saying earlier with Zara's like different rarities. What I love about her deck is that none of them are in play sets.
Oh,
It's
wow.
it's like
Where's the fun in that?
every single thing is a different artwork, but it's the same card.
Funny thing, I kept getting confused. I'm like, oh wait, this is the same one as that one. Oh wait, I'd rather play the
No,
mini
Zara,
one.
that's supposed to happen to your opponent, not to you.
That's the
No.
beauty of it when she plays a different deck and she looks at the cards like, they're the same card. Oh, I'll take the pretty one.
It's like, oh god, if this was Yu-Gi-Oh, that would be like so bad because
Oh
they
my
know
God.
exactly what's in your hand. Like, oh, I haven't seen that artwork yet. It's still in there. They haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
You'll find it.
Yeah.
But it's great. I love it. I can't wait to see how well you two do. I'm sure you both are going to be having a lot of fun because you both enjoy this game.
Yeah,
I know,
no,
I'm
that's
loving
I love the game, and the community is so much better than the other card games. Majority was because I've dabbled in other card games. I played Vanguard and Magic, but the big community I was part of was Yu-Gi-Oh! And I had good friends and we were fine, but the majority of the whole was toxic. But coming Digimon, generally I've met maybe two questionable people, but as a whole, the community's been great. Like I stumbled into Dartsville one day, and Joe literally saw a deck, took it apart, and rebuilt it. And 2 cards in my Tyrant deck now is the cards Joe gave me for. I can upgrade it to higher rarity, but it's the nostalgia and the friends I made along the way for me. It's like these trainings, they're a journey. They're cool, so they have to stay.
Were they like the Izzies? Was this when Tyrant was just coming out? Or
No,
something
this is
like that?
before Tyrant came out. You've added
Before.
you added a bunch of other like random bugs and the bunnies, the other bunnies from Ghost Games. You added them to the deck,
yeah.
and you gave me 2 ability trainings, and they are still in the deck. I could upgrade to the higher
really?
rarity ones you've got, but like no,
that's
Joe
so
gave me
sweet.
these.
I love it.
Joe gave me these. They are staying in the deck. But it's not nice
Oh.
art, but it's memories.
Nostalgia.
It's more important.
Oh, that's great, man. I love that. I love that so much. If I was a professional signature, I would probably sign them. just so we know exactly which ones they are forever.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to regionals because I think we're gonna have a good time. But more importantly, there's gonna be new people I've met there, and they're gonna have cards me and Zara want, and that's more important.
Ooh.
There's gonna
Especially
be
for our,
it's gonna be like
especially for our table
binders that I
collection.
haven't looked through yet.
It's like I'm gonna lose game 1. It's like you got trades.
I think actually that literally just gave me a 4. Maybe we could like speak to Ethan. Ethan, if you don't know, he's our honorary Digimon man of the shop. He looks after us all, and we love him to bits. I might ask Ethan if we can have like if we can have like a dedicated trade spot,
That might be a good idea actually.
like a trade table, so anyone who's done with the games
Can just
go
go
to
over
that
there.
table if you want to do binding and that kind of
Because
thing.
I know for a fact
That might
me and
help
Zara are
get organized.
like I know for a fact me and Zara are gonna win/lose game 1 and instantly gonna go trades, and Zara's gonna come up to me and be like, Chris, do you have this card? No? Alright, cool, and just wander away.
Yeah,
Come back with like
I think
4
my
different
card
cards.
me out.
You're gonna have to buy a new binder, an empty one, just for all the stuff that you just acquired
Oh,
throughout
God.
that day.
Zara, I'm gonna bring like 2 empty deck boxes.
Oh god.
I'll bring a new folder. I have an extra folder. Don't worry. It's coming.
Nice.
Oh, I should have asked you actually, because I found these at Wales.
Ooh.
So I got one for Jamie because he's been after one of them. Those multi-deck storage things.
Yeah, because as soon as they
Hopefully,
come in,
Dark Spring gives me
Oh,
one of them.
yes,
as
the
soo-
one you and Billy have.
yeah,
Yeah, and Joe has one as well.
basically as soon as they come into stock, there's only like 1 or 2 that come into stock at Dark
I don't know
Sphere,
why
and
do
they
order
immediately
so
get sold.
few of them?
Yeah.
I don't understand why they don't order more because they are very popular deck boxes.
Yeah,
but-
it gets sold instantly.
Really?
And then
Um,
Firestorm had like 5 or 6 of them in stock, so it's like,
Restock.
I
Restock.
think me and Zara will be fine because we'll have our binders regardless, and
Mm.
I'll bring extra empty deck boxes for all the special
Always
cards.
handy. Always handy.
But yes, asking Ethan to set up a dedicated trade area might be a good
I
idea.
think that
on
might
Monday.
be a good shot. I'll have a good
Yeah,
chat with him tomorrow.
we'll talk to him tomorrow and see how it goes.
Yeah, I think that. If worst case, if anything, it just keeps it organized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he knows exactly where everyone is. Everyone knows where they are. So I think I think that could be pretty cool.
So next Saturday, if anyone's watching this and you come across a Tyrant and BL's player, bring out your binders. If you have Tamers specifically, bring out your binders. We are good for the money.
They want the Tamers. I love the Tamer collection.
So if you come across a high rarity BL's deck, you know she's good for the money.
yeah, 100%.
How many Tamers are you missing? Like, do you know?
Yes, 1 second.
Like, it's like curiosity. I think that's really
Talk amongst yourself while I calculate.
Well, no, it's, yeah, it's
Yeah,
going to
I
be
can't
interesting.
wait.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what people are playing, how they're playing certain decks, what is even going to top, because we know 2 people who are going are just going for memes. They are literally going to be playing 2 meme decks.
Shane says he's gonna play Joe's Ganku chess deck.
Yeah, so he said...
Billy's like sitting there questioning him. He's like, "Why are you even showing up?" And I'm like, "Oh, let him show. Let him play the wacky deck, and it's a free win.
Yeah. And
Wait,
he said,
Shane's playing puppets.
no, yeah.
Shane's playing Ganku chess.
Joe's Ganku chess.
Yep.
Chose Ganku chess specifically.
He isn't.
What's
He's
Tamas
like-
playing?
Because Shane's like, I got my invite now. I can just do whatever.
I think
So she's like, I got this ticket.
True.
I'm just gonna sit here and just troll.
I don't even know what I'd do if I got the invite. Because where is it? Where's Worlds going to be?
We don't know yet. It's next year though. I think Shane.
I don't
said
know if
next year.
I don't
We
even know what I'd do
where
with
it
the
is.
invite. I was like, bro, I haven't got the money to go to this.
RK. I don't know what that means. Tamas said he's going to be playing RK.
Oh, Royal Knights. What a
So-
loser. Why?
No.
Tamas said time to
Why?
meme, and he said he's going to be playing Royal Knights, which...
Oh, he sucks.
And, in other
That's
news,
not a meme. That's a strong deck.
Tamas got second.
Tier 1 deck.
Tamas got second in Paris.
Well done,
How-
Sam.
Oh,
Well
no.
done. McGee did
I
it.
think he got second. Oh, nice.
No, so
Yeah,
which
so he got his
means
invite.
he was in top 2. He was in the finals. He was
Right,
playing
right,
Megiddo
Oh,
versus
he's the
Gan-
McGee
Yeah.
player.
He was playing
I thought he
Megiddo.
lost
No.
to Sakuya.
He was in top 2.
Oh no, I thought
Okay.
he lost to Sakuya.
No,
That's weird.
because that's how he got
Oh, well.
second.
Okay, I misread. He did not lose to Sakura. That's my bad.
Oh,
I
no.
misread.
Oh,
Tamas
right.
did not lose to Sakura, so he made the
Listen
right
to-
choice not taking Sakura then.
Okay, right. I take all of that back then.
It was Gallant
Yeah.
versus Megiddo final round,
Right.
and Gallant won, so he got...
So what I'm hearing is mine's are and Joe's decks both came 1 and 2
Yeah,
because we own them decks.
basically.
Yes.
So, yeah. You figured out how many tamers you need, Chris?
23 means I'm missing
23.
23 tamers
What
out
tamers?
of every
Wow.
set. That's 23 tamers we're missing.
That's not bad. Yeah, because you do all the old arts as well. So
Yeah.
You collect all the artwork.
And if we're just counting alt arts, we're missing 5.
Wow, the ones.
Oh wow.
Most of them are just like base old art because some old sets like a structure deck 3 TK, a stamped version of structure deck 17 Henry Wong. So we obviously don't count I don't count like pre-release stamps. If they come across them, I grab them. But I mean like special stamps like BL's Cup or Double Typhoon stamps.
Yeah.
Them kind of stamps.
Oh mate.
But obviously everything at BL's Cup was priority because I would have killed me if I didn't get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see a BL
Send me the
stamp, you can get
pictures.
it.
I'll have a gander through my tamers and see if
Yeah.
I have them.
I'll send you a picture of the non-alt art ones.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
more reasonable.
Yeah.
I think the hardest one to come by right now is Digimon Emperor Championship one.
Oh, I don't
yeah.
have that.
No.
Yeah, Joe has it, but he's keeping it, I think.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, of course.
I mean, that's his baby. That's his prize. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. It makes total
Yeah, I'll
sense.
send you. Let me just send you pictures of like the base art ones. Some of them are like from like event packs, so like hollows, so they're kind of annoying to come across.
Well, is there anything more regional talk we want to do, or...
I mean, if you didn't pick these two decks, what decks would you pick?
So we had a discussion about this. I was between Purple Hybrid, Gallon, and Tyrant, and
Yes.
Joe was like, "No, I think Tyrant would have been a better choice." Everyone was saying Purple Hybrid is dead. It's not worth after the hit, and I was like, "No, I still think it's strong." Everyone was like, "No, it's not." And then I consistently run practicing with it, kept winning. I was like, "Purple Hybrid's dead." Oh, okay, I understand. You just still want to play against it. I see. Because once the ban list hit.
I think
Our other friend Shane, who was playing it, literally is like, "Deck's dead, I'm selling it off." Like, winning for me. I get nice, pretty cards down for cheap. I just edited the deck. So, like, when man this hit, there are 2 types of people. People's like, "Deck's dead, can't play it." And there's me and Zara's like, "I'll edit deck." Also, cardboard is now cheaper now. So, like, it was like Purple Hybrid, and everyone was like, "Purple Hybrid's not as good." It's like, fine. And that was before, like, some new cards came out that made it a bit stronger. And Gallant, I didn't know as well. I'm still practicing with it, and it was a bit inconsistent. I was like, Tyrant is my first deck, and I went back to front. I've made some changes with it, with some of the adventure stuff that came out. So I've added Adventure, Mega, and Carbotoriumon, which give Pearson Alliance, very handy. And a tech option that Joe showed me was the Adventure Beetlmon, the new one, the black and yellow one, that digivolves on an insect for free, so it doesn't matter. And it digivolves 2 of your opponent's Digimon. It's come up quite a lot in the last few tech games. But yeah, if it wasn't
Spicy tech. I completely forgot
if it
about
wasn't for Tyrant, I probably actually would play Purple Hybrid, because with the new option card and funny enough the red tamer that came out, it makes the deck quite fast, because even though it's Purple Hybrid, the red tamers lets you Digimon one of my other tamers for a reduced cost of 1. So you just have it on the field and you get basically a free Digivolve because of how much memory efficient the deck is.
Very nice.
I think my reasonings was that, yeah, Purple Hybrid just got hit, so I was just like, don't play Purple Hybrid. And I think it was like, if you want the stronger deck, Gallant. But if you want a comfortable deck, Tyrant.
Yeah,
I still stand by that you can do well with a deck just because you're comfortable with it.
Yeah, but
Like you know it inside and out. Like you're not going to be frustrated in your brain.
With the practices I've been doing with Tyrant the last couple of weeks, I think my worst time was on Wednesday at Brotherhood Gaming. I just lost every game. I lost, but 2 of the games I lost, I made simple mistakes where I could have won. But practicing, I have consistently placed where I've won packs. So I've gotten a decent amount.
Yeah,
and
so it's teaching you results, which is good.
Yeah, and it's the same with Zara. The more she's played with BLs, I can see that she's slowly getting... Like, there's a few times when she's playing, I looked over, I was like, her opponent's for security, she's lose. I turn away, look over, I was like, what happened to his security? What did she do? Like, it's consistently...
I got the stupid last hit. I got them down.
Consistently, she's doing 5 checks a turn. She just can't get that last hit. But she keeps getting more memory efficient. And then a few times she's like, rush Gilmon for game. Because she's protected 2 rush Gilmons. Because it is a great purple card.
It's so good.
It's become my baby. I wasn't expecting it to be that OP, and considering it's both opponents' trash, not just mine.
Yeah.
It's like the deck mills anyway. You need 20. What Beelzemon deck does not have 30 in their trash? It's like, come on.
I played it very early in the game, where mine had like maybe 12 trashed, and the opponent had maybe like 9, just about made it 20. So that's the benefit of having your opponent's trash.
It's also great is because her board consistently gets cleared, because that's how BLs kind of plays. Yeah. But it's like, alright, scrambles, Gilmon, rush, start turn, anyway.
Scrambles, Gilmon, rush, best.
Yeah.
It's so tempting to just go, why don't we just throw in a Gallantamon as well?
Oh my god, you
just like, Gallant.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think Zon would play any other deck.
Aside. Yeah.
She was. I think you were thinking about NSP before BLs.
NSP, because I was more. I won more with NSP than BLs.
Yeah.
But then after getting more practice, I think I'm more happy with BLs. But like I said, originally my BLs was very derpy.
Yeah.
And I was still happy with it. And there was too many BLs. I got myself confused, going, play this out. I was like, oh, that's only on Digivolve, not on Play. Screwed myself over.
But now ever since you fine-tuned the deck and everything, you found it a lot more manageable.
Yeah, but like I said, once after the regionals, I will go back to playing derpy.
Of course, yeah.
But for now, I want to take it a bit more serious. The BL Serious is actually is pretty good.
Yeah, like yesterday, she beat me, devastated my Tyrant, because she has no qualms of like, oh, I can't touch your Digimon effects. Anyway, here's a Rivals Barrage, and because I've Digivolved onto my Ace with Tyrant for 2 cost, she's dropped a 7 cost, but it actually cost her 3 instead.
Nice.
Give me back everything.
So she beat me against Tyrant. She drew against Pyramidi. I don't know what your other matchups were yesterday. Hunters, unfortunately, Hunters got her too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hunters.
What is this Hunters, man? Hunters.
It's because it's like, hey, put it under Tamer.
Yeah, because it keeps going under Tamer. I kept and then the bottom decking or under Tamers. That kept screwing me over.
Granted, she had Hunters on her back foot a few times, because I watched it. She like, Gilmon, swing for lost security, delete. Cool. I bring Gilmon back and Digimon in the back, and she just waited. And the Hunter had to sit there for like a good 3 minutes, like, how do I kill her? I'm scared.
did make
I'm
this year, that's
waiting
what
for
I was
that
proud of.
one. I'm waiting for that one Hunters player that has not read The Strongest of Brothers and tucks a Digimon underneath a Digimon for me. I'm like,
Hunter.
yo,
Oh crap! It does, doesn't it? It's all
have I
turns.
gained an evolution source.
Mm.
Let me
Oh, that's
introduce you to
funny.
the most broken option in the game.
Oh my god.
All the options that came out in B21 are ridiculously strong. Like my
the only
favorite,
one.
my favorite is the Digimon I drew from Digimon
Oh,
and Digimon Evolution. Alright, cool. I trash a hybrid, draw 2 cards. Next turn, I play a tamer, I digivolve for free.
Yep.
the only disappointing one, unfortunately, Billy, is the Shine one.
It's kind of bad in comparison to the others.
It's so meh compared
Yeah.
to everything else.
But
To
he
be
got
honest-
app, which is good.
Yeah, I got app.
Yeah, you got app.
I got
yeah.
app. I got more cross art stuff, so I'm happy. If
Yeah, the
one
cross art's great.
card, if one card is meh out of all the other stuff I get, which is kind of good, meh.
I know, it's just such a shame.
It's basically
yeah.
like a 4-cost burst mode, kinda.
I've
I'm
seen
still
like maybe like
waiting. I'm still waiting for a Imp Rushmon. That's
No.
all I want.
Yeah, the deck needs
you
it.
don't need it. You got the level
does.
6
You've got
that
the
has
Gilmon.
rush.
You've got
I
Gilmon
want
as well.
Imp Rush.
No,
I
you
want
have
Imp
Gilmon.
Rush.
That
No.
I think it might rush will really help the deck. Also needs a way to spit out tamers. Like so, BLs and Tyrant need a way to spit out tamers effectively, and Tyrant needs a way to search Izzy.
I was gonna say, mate, you haven't even got a one that grabs the tamer, let alone
At
one that
least
plays it.
Zar has BL. One that has like out of BLs in it. I am Mako to have. Ain't got that.
Yes.
Fair enough.
It's because
Yeah.
Imp just warped in the show, really, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Thematically, it makes sense, and Digimon's
I
always
guess
promised
I guess he has got an Itmon that plays a tamer now, which is very
He's
good.
got that.
Yeah.
Because a few times she's like, alright, cool, I play Itmon from trash. Itmon plays tamer from trash. Like,
Oh my god.
well played. Well played.
If it wasn't for
Same.
Gatchmon, Impmon would still be the only rookie in the game, I think, that plays a tamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no,
yeah,
no,
it
we
would
got
be.
Flamemon actually as well. No, Flame's also ruined it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Flame.
Yeah,
That's on deletion.
DT21 ruined it. Impmon was the first one, so
Yeah.
you got that going for you.
But honestly, originally, I think if I think we wasn't going for nostalgia, I would be playing Purple Hybrid, and Zara, I think, would be playing NSP or Cinderella.
Yeah,
She
NSP.
really fell in love with Cinderella deck, which I originally bought for myself. I was like, hey, this deck's fun. It's mine now. I've been
Yep.
robbed.
Cinderella's good. Like
Everyone
needs-
slept on when Cinderella and Zephyr first came out. Everyone was like, "Oh, Zephyr's broken. I'm going to build the pretty puppets." And I kept playing it. Everyone was like, "This deck is crazy." That yeah, it got slowly put under the rug because of Zephyr. This is better. I'm gonna swing.
Originally, I wanted Zephyr because I have budgies, so I was like, I'd rather go for the bird deck because I'm a bird lady. But
Yeah.
no, Puppet is OP. Puppets is
Yeah,
actually-
puppets is really great. The fact that it's like I play a token, I swing, -6k on attack, end attack overclock. I delete my token. That's another -9 from Tamer. I delete a token. I suspend my tamer. Bring out another level 3. It also synergized very well in our tag team tournament with Diaboromon and Cinderella. Me and Zar came fourth. We would have got third if the people we beat lost to Joe and Ben.
Very disappointed.
my team did not. Oh no, Ben. Yes, it's other Joe. Yeah.
Yes,
I was gonna say for that one, my
they
team was,
played Imperial and Mirage before the hit.
Mirage. Yeah, it's Mirage. They were originally going to be playing chess and Examon.
We were beating that.
How dare they not play that?
I know. No, like, we can't just make infinite turn skips. That's not fair.
We were beating that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but me and
I'm
Zar
looking forward to
played.
the next one. I
We're
just
getting off
need
track
to
here,
finish
but
one.
during the tag tournament was really fun. Me and Zar played Dearborn and Cinderella, and it synergized very well because Overclocks deletes a token or Digimon deletes one of my tokens. Because of my egg, I still back memory.
I love Diapol, man. I can't wait for his support.
Oh yeah, Beast 22 Dearborn.
So good. already
Yeah.
great with the level
So-
4 that got revealed.
Yeah. So everyone here is really excited for regionals coming up. Excited to see how it's going.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I think that is going to end our main phase. Joe?
That's it.
Alright.
That's it. And we're back for the last part, the end phase of our lovely podcast here. We've had a lot of fun on this one. Thank you very much to Chris and Zara for joining in on this one.
Yes,
I've
thank you
had
very
a
much,
huge
guys.
blast joining in with and chatting with you two both about everything. I hope you all come back again.
Welcome. I had
This
a
is a
lot of
one-off
fun.
special. Yay! Yes, so we haven't got many questions, but we did have our lovely friend Matt from Locals comment on the last one, saying how much he loves Digimon, the Armor Digivolution option card. Like, mate, I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's a
Card's
very good card.
That card's so good.
Very
The only
broken.
thing I've had is that like Joe just hates it whiffs on the old that just whiffs on Magnet X's,
Yeah, but
and that's not even its fault. But actually no. To be honest, if they changed it so it adds an Armor Form / Magnamon name, ooh, that would have been good.
They could change
think
it.
that's
They
why
could
I didn't
errata
add
it,
it.
but you don't know.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
But no, I really want to test out that card in other decks. Like, I want to put it in Terriermon.
Yeah. So,
I need to find a blue source. Maybe put Davis in Terriermon.
oh god. So, yep. Well,
Yes, if you have any questions, put them down below. We'll get to them in the next episode. If there ever is too many of them, we will store them up, and we will get to them at some point. Don't you worry. Yes, ask us, anybody. We'll get the answers for you when we can. But thank you very much again. Thank you very much, Billy, for joining me on this podcast. Thank you again, Chris and Zar. And we will see you all next time when we go to the Applink.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.